Hey YouTube, welcome back. It's 5:30 in the morning. Let's review yesterday's trades for September 27th. And today will be the last, oh no, never mind. Today's the second to last day of September, the last trading day. Second to last trading day of September. Yesterday we had a pretty good day, but every good day could always be better. There's just no perfection in this game. So first we started with AMD. Off the bat, here, let me do it like this. So we start the day drawing in our position, right? It's got the 200 there. Boom. This is the trap zone. Opens up, gives you a neutral bar, you don't do anything. Red bar, you don't do anything. And this wasn't violent, so of course you're not going to do anything. Tail bar, not too significant. Topping tail into position, not too significant. There's no violence to it. If this was like up here and had space to move down, then a short would have been okay, but this is like right into support. Next bar, boom. Now that's the type of bar I'm looking for off this location, and it took out the tail bar. So that's exactly my entry, around 96.93 on the takeout. Okay, let me just run through it and then we'll go back and work it up. All right, and within here, price goes down here, came back up. I remember adding 1. So at first I added my 2 lots were at 96.93, and I added at 97.16. Yeah, pretty much on the takeout, the hidden color change. And that one was a bit scary because I already could not afford a stop all the way down here. In this location, the best stop would probably be to just toss the stop under. As I was saying, it would probably be best to toss the stop under, so you have the protection of the MAs. But I went with the tightest stop possible under the event right here. So I just got lucky in this case. But if I wanted to increase the probability of not getting stopped out and this being a winning trade, then yeah, I could have taken that precaution. Now this ad was a bit scary because now my average price was, let me see, hold up. Trying to think. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I added another one. So we get another one of these. That's respecting the bar, you know. It's being respectable, staying above 50%. So I like that. Oh shit. And the next one, color changes. Again, this one being real, not hidden. But yeah, so I added 1 more. And now my average price is pretty up there. But I remember having a stop at like 43 or something like that right here. Then moving it to like 68. And then after adding the last lot, I moved it like super tight, like 75, I think. I believe. Or like, yeah, it was pretty tight though. But got the follow through I wanted to see. Boom. And then I think I took some off here, it says on the tail bar. But yeah, why don't I just, come on, bro. Just use this execution. I sold some here at around 60s. Yeah, so on the way going back, almost kind of like a bar by bar type of thing. I got out. When was this trade all over? 9:56. On this one, I mean, you could just see that this thing was not even coming close to the 20. So let's mark this up. Two here, stop, a bit higher here. Add one. Stop went up to around like 60 something. And then it went up like here. And then from there, took two off at 59.6, around here. Two. And then I saw that this might be a pause and not even pull back. So I actually added those lots back, which was pretty nuts. I don't normally do that when it's that far away from the 20. But I saw the way that this was tailing out. So I did it anyways. I did at 83. Where is that? Right there. So I'm still in 4 lots here. I remember my average price being pretty high. I'm pretty sure it was right under here. And that's where I moved it to. So I wasn't gonna lose money. To say the least, I wasn't gonna lose money. I took 2 off at 28. Pretty high on this. I should have just taken everything off, to be honest. But I just let the other 2 break even, I believe. So added there, and on the way back, trailed under this big bar, kinda. But yeah, I shouldn't have expected it to follow through that far, to be honest, because the ad was so late. The ad there should have been just to like boost the position a little bit, and when I take profits on all. Name, tail bar takeout. It's a mix of things, to be honest. Elephant bar. You could count this as a boom, pullback, color change, tail bar takeout. Oh, it's really all the same thing. Hidden color change, real color change, position, +1, rising 8, risk, good. This one was +361. I think at the top, because I added at 83 here on those last two lots, 93, 03, 13, 23. If I took profits where I took profits with the other one, I would have had like 45 cents on both. I think that's the way I would have maximized my profits, is to take everything out at the top. Especially on that last ad, I shouldn't be expecting another like 3-bar push. That's crazy. So this position could have been like this trade could have been like $450. That's the only thing I gotta say. Everything else was managed pretty well. I mean, I gotta say the ads at the beginning were kind of scary, but wasn't a bad trade overall. So let's see. Good entry. Good initial entry. The ads that came after were a bit scary. It just happened that they worked out this time. But the truth is that they were quite heavy. Adding that much made me pull my stop pretty tight. Somewhere I didn't want to get stopped out at, and that's never good. So when I add, I need to make sure my stop ends up somewhere I want it to be. Yeah, basically. And then one other thing is to add at the end. It should have been a quick add for a last push and take everything out. Because it was pretty mature and due for a pullback. So I couldn't have expected it to go another 3 pushes from where I added. Also, logically, I was about to take profit on the last lots in that area. So typically, I already don't even add there. So if it does give me a last push, I need to take profits on all except maybe one, and reposition myself for the pullback. And if it does pull back, I'll just find the ad there. Simple. So look, basically, add here, I had 4 lots, right? I only took 2. It should have been 3. I mean, honestly, it should have been 4. Then I just wait for the pullback, because This thing is just far. And it does pull back. I'm waiting for that to trigger. It never triggers. Price did go higher though. Just not how I wanted it to be. I wanted a clean setup right here and for it to take off. But this got kind of messy. Let's see when the next best entry was. Let's see if this holds right here. I would say that triggered. Stopped out though. Yeah, it just got a bit messy. Like it's not as clean. It worked though. It did go a bit higher. This is the end of the day. That shit went nuts. Hold up. That shit went pretty nuts. Boom. Downtrend. Gets above the MAs. Bases out to the 8 MA. As a trigger over the top. Oh, you get a nice tail bar right here. That's nice. So you enter there. Your stop is under all the MAs. Does it trigger? Oh, on 180. Or, yeah, color change. Does it go? Yep. But if you're unsure about that and it being trapped there, you would catch the next move, and where would the next move come? Right there off the 8. Boom, boom. Well, that one would have made a lot of money. Right? That's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And I think this thing went all the way up. You're taking some, right? You're leaving the rest of the trail under big bar MA. So, yeah, you would have survived here. Now you're trailing under here. That's pretty far. I would go bar by bar now. And maybe the last lot just leave for the MA, but here. Here. Under there. Under there. Did this stop out? Not yet. Okay, that stopped out right there. And now you're waiting for the MA pullback, which it doesn't even get all the way back. Shit, that thing just went. Yeah, I'd be bar by barring again now if I didn't get an ad into the whole number. Oh, look at that tail, yeah. It's probably dropping after that. Yep. Does it hold again? I don't think so, because look at this tail. It's probably that tail right there. Yeah, this thing probably drops. That was nice. Very nice. The next trade we have is on Apple, and it was a loss. It was a short, man. Apple looked so good for shorts yesterday. I don't even know what to say. Boom, look at that. Right, open the day. Bearish bar. You got this on the 15 right off the declining 20. I mean, shit's just bearish as heck. Now this thing did kind of, whatever you want to call it, wedge. It based into the declining 8. Dropped through. Based again. Boom. Did it again, but couldn't do it here. But overall, it went down. Same here. Kind of messy here, but eventually the 20 caught up and it dropped. Slight pullback. Man, that thing is nice. 1, 2, 3. 3 bars. I mean 3 R's. That's a nice 300 right there. But anyways, look at what we had. So I saw that price was pretty aligned at the beginning, right? What the heck? So this was the beginning of the day for the 5 minute. I had it bearish on the higher time frame, so the 1 hour and 15, I had it bearish. Now this was going to be a bit of a struggle because it had to go break through this and break through this 20. So very nice tail bar off the open, good follow through, but this was exactly what I was anticipating, was a bounce. But I was trading AMD, but you know, I went to check, and yeah, that's exactly what you got, a quick bounce and then a rejection off the 200. Boom, closing right, breaking structure below, confirming a downtrend. So now you're getting follow through. This was way too nice. So I'm expecting something bearish, you know. Just waiting for a pullback right now. Boom. Okay. Pullback, pullback, pullback. And I thought this wasn't even too violent, but looking back, the size of these bars, they're pretty equivalent, but they are kind of bigger than the red bars, but I don't know. Is it violent? I don't know. But split this in half. Split this in half. And this is like below 50%, man. So, boom, right? This is gonna trigger. This is exactly what I wanted, a tiny bar. And it's gonna trigger at 15. And if it does, I'm entering. And that, I mean, come on. You gotta say that triggered. 09. My stop was over the top. And yeah, it was a loss. It was 5 lots there. And my stop here, that was enough to take me out. So name, pullback, green bar reversal. Position, declining 20. Man, it's below 50% of the prior leg. Risk was good. Minus 102. As you can see, price continued lower, but not on that entry. It got a bit messy, and then it went. So I'm gonna go, and after this, I'm gonna go and see how we could have played that. But can't really whine about anything here. Just didn't. A lot of bearish momentum. So all I was waiting for was the pullback. Got the pullback and triggered trade. Stopped out pretty much immediately. Nothing to complain about. Just got no follow through. Yeah, let's see how we could have answered though, because it did drop. On the 15, this is how we could have answered. You got a base here. This one may have been pretty early. I don't know if I would have done that, but base is out here. If you didn't enter on this one, you could enter under this bar as low, the red bar reversal. And then, like I said, there were some entries here. This one may have triggered again, but it didn't go. On the 5 minute, you get some really nice tight entries. This tiny bar is I want to say trading above, it's trading on it. And if you want to be sure, you could wait for the next bar, enter there. If not, you could enter here for an earlier entry. You have some ads here. This one was pretty clean as well. This one price stayed under, so you could trigger right there. Even on the color change. Stop here. Yeah. Some pretty clean trades. Let's just take the 8 off to make it clear. Right? Declining 20, boom. Declining 20, boom. This second one was particularly clear. This one got a bit choppy, got a bit messy. That's we'll see it on the 2-minute, but this one was clean. See, so it got a bit messy, but boom, eventually closes below. Is there a trigger there? I would say that MA is a bit too messy for my liking. This is just chopping back and forth. Okay, now price is closing below. Let's see. Now you get a sense of momentum, a sense of direction. Does it trigger off this 8? Nope. I don't really like that too much. I don't like when price doesn't trigger clean, you know. That's sloppy. But it triggered. It did trigger. Does it trigger off this 8? Off this 20? Boom! It does. Stop over the top. Did that stop out? 05? Almost 1 cent. Okay, that stopped out. It's just kind of hard to trade this on the 5. I don't know why. Is it respecting the 8 now? Finally. Boom. 52. 53. That low key may have waked you out just right on the cent. And if that didn't, this did. Yeah, it's kind of hard to trade it on the 2. Oh, this one was nice. Boom. But it's going right into the 200. You entered off this one, it's fine because you got almost like 2 to 1 into that. You should be break even. If you didn't take profits, you're break even now. Let me see the 3-minute because this is something interesting that I did yesterday. On my last trade, I hopped over to the 3-minute and it just gave me a cleaner look overall. So it was great. Alright, let's move to the last trade, which was on S-Bucks. And this thing, man, I gotta say, I was just bearish on this thing overall yesterday as well. How do I remove this shit? Okay. So, why was I bearish? 1 hour. Base into the 8. Cleared. Was expecting follow through for the rest of the day. 15-minute. Drop. Pull back. Held. Drop. Drop. This. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it through this. But you can see how I set up on the 15. The same way I set up here. Base into declining 8. Base into the declining 8. And then triggered under. And you got a nice maybe 2.5 hour trade there. Now let's see what I did. this is where I scaled up to the 3 minute on the 5, or the 3 minute instead of the 2 minute. See, price was a bit messy here, right? But overall position was decent because the 200 was right there. Now I went to the 3 minute and it just gave me such a cleaner look, because if you take a look at this, the declining 20 is right below the 200, and my entry was boom right there. When was I out on this? 12:30. Yeah, this was a pretty long ass trade. So at the beginning of the day, there's clear and obvious bearish momentum, right? Half of this is already, the 200 is already below, so we're chilling. We got a declining 20 right there. So this pulls back to like a third, not even halfway. So of course I'm gonna expect a new low on this, right? So what do? Boom. Come in here with 7 lots. Put this on the other side. 7 lots. The max stop over the top. Event stop. Okay. Now once I got the new low, right here, I said in my journal, once I got the new low, or about 2 to 1, which would have been, yeah, about 2 to 1, I'll move my stop to break even. That's what I did. Break even. From there, took 2 lots off at 91.22 because I wanted to be able to say that I took it off on the new low. Because the day prior, what I did was wait for the whole number. The whole number in this case was 91, but the day before I was waiting for the whole number. Never got the whole number, bro. This thing pulled back all the way, gave up everything, all my profits, $250, and broke even though I did have rights to take profit. So I just wasn't willing to do that again. Not today. So let's see what we did. 1057, 91.22. 1057, 91.22. So yeah, like the top of this bar, I took some off. This one, right? The hit going on here. 2 lots off there, which is 91.22, right? Yep. Then I took one more off at 1106. 1106 on this guy. Yeah, this one was bar by bar over the top of that tiny little thing. Took one off. So now I have 4 lots left. This thing's looking violent as hell. I'm like, oh no. And then next thing you know, it chills out a little bit. So I actually add my size back on. And I have 4 lots, right? I'm adding 6 lots back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I'm milking this thing. 91.22. Around 1116. That's this bar. I'm pretty sure I had a reason on it on the 5. on the 5. Let me see. Pretty sure it was this right here. That triggered at 91.22. Yeah. Let's just say that. Let's just say I had 7 here. Boom. Say I took 3 off here. 4 lots left, okay? Break even. And I added here. I added, so 7 minus 3, 4, 6 lots. And I move my stop over the top. So let me see what my average price is now. I don't think I wrote it down. But yeah, 6 lots there, which happened to be around here on the, I don't know if I moved my stop that tight already, but it's probably something along those lines. Six lots, stop here, over the top. So now I have 10 lots. Let's see where I start taking some off. Some off at 90.97, 11.56. $90.97. Let's see. $11.56, $90.97. Yeah, right here. Break of the 8. Break of the 8. What was the break of the 8? Do you remember that? Kind of. I think I scaled down to the 2-minute, but I don't want to put too many time frames on here. But I just know I took some off here. Half of the position. And then pretty sure I started trailing my stop down. Oh, it was the break of the 5-minute 8. Apparently. Right? Break of the, what time? 11:56. No. What the heck? You tripping, boy. Yeah, I forgot. It was a 2-minute. I know it was a 2-minute. I trailed down. That shit got a bit messy. A bit noisy. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, see? 11:56 right here. This one popped up pretty violently. And it's been doing that, so I don't know. I got tricked by the noise. Because it's been doing that to the 8. Here. Here. It didn't break. It still went down. So I don't know why I went down to manage the trade. But got a bit of noise. Stopped my ass out, so. I think bar by bar here would have been good actually. Because if I wanted to stop out on the way up, I should have tightened it and not let it go all the way up like that. See what I did here. And then I freaking sold short again. I'm pretty sure right here. Because I saw that base on the 5-minute. Right, it's the same thing that happened on the 5 and the 15 and the 1 hour. But it was just the same setup. I was Push it. I was trying to look for it on the 15. So see here how it based out, declining 8, based out, declining 8, based out, declining 8. Boom. That's where I tried to add. Did it go? Not quite. Got a 5 lot add here. I think I took 5 lots out here. So 7 minus 3, 4 plus 6, 10 minus 5, 5, and then another 5 here. And I moved my stop pretty tight. Pretty sure I trail big bar here. Then when I add here, this one's tight. Right over the event. And if I'm right, this one takes me out, the red one. $90.98, yeah. At 12.30, yeah. That one took me out. Yeah, I thought it was gonna wick me out and go down without my ass. It kind of did. Got swept right here, and then it dropped lower. And it's clear on the 15. Lower time frames get a bit noisy, but this, all it was doing was basing out, letting the MA catch up, and boom, it triggered under and went. One more leg. So I did miss that, unfortunately. But it's all good. It's all good. See what the problem was. Everything's out here. Where do I add? Pretty sure I had 5 here. Stop here. I think. Okay, no. Tripping. Where do I add here? Yeah, here. That was here. 5. Boom. Boom. Out. Alright. Yeah, a lot of moving parts to this one. At the end, yeah, got kind of messy. Kind of hard to track. Name. To start off, it was a pullback. Color change. Everything that I trade really is a pullback color change. Or a base color change. Position. Declining 20. Risk is always good. This is a plus 475. Nice. Yeah. This trade, honestly, what was it? I was up almost $1,000. Yesterday I ended up with 734. So I almost had 200 more bucks on this position. So I would say this one at the top was a $700 position. 7 hours. But that's the thing. So even though this one made decent money, there's always stuff to improve. I mean, that's what I love about this career, you know. Could always find something to improve. Nothing's perfect. Alright. What can we say here? A lot of moving parts to this trade. Got pretty confusing, but good trade overall. What else could we say about this? Ad here was good. Again, my profit takes could be a bit heavier because I tend to give back a lot on the pullback, and sometimes the pullback is just not, and the pullback is not just a pullback. It goes all the way through. So I could take profits and leave like a lot or two and reposition myself. If a trade does trigger again at the 20. Okay. What else? What could I say about this? The ad wasn't even bad. It was off the 5. Decent ads. Yeah. This one did drop a bit further. Without me, it triggered short on the 5-minute or 15-minute. But the lower time frames got messy, got noisy enough for me to get out. Wasn't even bad. Trade wasn't bad. Alright. And it was only those 3 trades. This is showing you guys that less is more again, because don't even trade. This was only 3 trades, bro. 2 like trades that went 3 or more R's. 1 trade that lost an R. But overall, we're getting better at just reading the market, because we had this down bias on Apple, but we just weren't able to time it. And timing is pretty important. It's kind of the most important thing in trading, besides like managing your risk and everything. But yeah, it's all about timing. But it wasn't like we did something stupid. The trade triggered and we had our entry, we had our stop, we got no follow through. Before we got follow through, it hit our stop. So in our rules is part of managing risk, we gotta obey that initial stop loss. That's just the game. And if I could get my win rate up and keep my winners like this, bro, we're gonna be profitable in no time. It's a bit easier said than done, but we're improving every day, and I see it in myself. Like it's gonna come real soon. I see it, and when I look back and watch these videos, I'm gonna be like proud of myself, and because I'm putting in the work every day. I'm busy as heck at school, but like every day I'm still doing this without fail. It's become a part of my routine, discipline, you know. I'm so glad that I started an activity like this. It's just made my whole life better. It kind of translates into greater life, you know. So yeah, thank you guys for following along, and I'm about to get to another trading day. Thank you.